Hi friends, welcome to this three-part series of a chair yoga day class. We already had our Rise and Shine chair yoga flow this morning. If you didn't get a chance to practice that, that's totally fine. This is going to be our midday break chair yoga class. So you can practice this if you're on your lunch break at work. You can also practice this if you just have a few minutes within your day and you want a little bit of a reset. It'll be nice and quick and we'll get the body moving and just allow ourselves to have this little reset within our lunch break. Chair yoga is accessible to any body, any size, any shape. If you're working through any physical ailments, this class and these classes will be totally accessible for each and every person that comes to the practice. And I just want to say thank you for being here today. My name is Val, and it is my passion to share as much yoga, mindfulness, and meditation with as many people as possible. I believe that we all have this inner home within ourselves where our light shines, and it's very easy to have our lights be dimmed by the world, by our everyday lives. So the practices of yoga, mindfulness, and meditation allow us to come home to ourselves and allow that light to shine more vibrantly. So I am here to help you shine your light as vibrant as possible. If that is something that you feel called to, if you are on your own journey within yourself to create a better self, a more authentic and higher vibrational self, then follow along on my journey. Click the subscribe button. Feel free to share my channel with anyone who you think this will benefit. Continue to follow along, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Let's get to it. We're going to get right into it. And let's actually start off of our chair. So if you are on your chair, come off of it and we'll come right behind our chair. I'm just going to turn mine to the side so you have more of a so you have a better view. And just allow your hands to come to the back of the chair. So with chair yoga, we want it to be accessible to any body. So do your best to feel that stability with the chair. Have your feet rooted on the ground. The wider the feet, the more stable you'll feel in your body. So just take a moment and figure out how wide you want your feet. But generally, you want them about hip width apart. Your hip points are those little bony points. So hips and the knees in line as best as they can, and then the knees over the heels and ankles. Good. So big breath in, stand up really tall, reach through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, just soften the chin in towards the chest. As you inhale, begin to reach the gaze up towards the sky. Now you can stop at a neutral position. You can also just begin to slowly lift the gaze up, bringing a slight opening into the front of the throat. As you exhale, begin to draw the chin in towards the chest. And this time, start to walk your feet back. As you walk your feet back, do it nice and slow. One thing you want to make sure you're not doing is pushing the chair forward, right? So as you walk back, think of pressing down. I like to use the heel of my palm so I can press my weight down into the chair so we don't move the chair and destabilize ourselves, yeah? So as we move back, we're going to start to stretch a little bit more into our hamstrings, our low back, even into, excuse me, even into our arms and shoulders. Now have a gentle bend into the knees. You can have a bigger bend into the knees and slowly let your head rest down towards the chin. So we're coming into a fold, a standing fold with the chair back as support. Now, if you're someone who sits in a chair all day for work, this should be really nice to stretch out the low back, the hamstrings. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more big breath in and a big breath out. Good. We'll begin to lift the gaze up towards the back of the chair And just as slow as we walked back, we're going to begin to walk forward, finding that tall alignment once again. Bring your hips as close to the chair as you can get them. So it's almost like the chair is pressing into the front of your pelvis. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and just start to open up into a very gentle back bend. So think of this huge zipper zipping up your body and then gently tilting your head back, being really broad across your shoulders and your chest, and pressing your hips into the chair to help stabilize the lower half of the body in this slight back bend, opening up through the heart. If you're someone who types on the computer all day and has that hunched, rounded position, this will be really nice to reverse that out. Good. Then start to bring the gaze back to a neutral position, stacking the head over the shoulders. And we will come to the side of the chair. Start by coming to the right side of your chair. So the right hip and the side of the chair are somewhat towards each other. Float your right arm up towards the sky. Your left hand is on the back of the chair. We're just gonna reach over towards the left side of the room. We did this seated this morning if you were in the Rise and Shine class. Just getting space into the right ribs, the right shoulder. Now, if you have any shoulder issues, you can always bend into that elbow. You can also bring the fingers towards the shoulder just to rest. You're still going to be getting that stretch on the side of the body. Good. With an inhale, come up and rest your right hands down. Moving to the other side from the back of the chair. So we have that support and that stability. Hands can stay on the chair. Letting your right hip and leg be on the left side of the chair. Begin to lift your left arm up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, reach over towards the right. Same thing, you can always have a bend into that elbow or fingers on the shoulder. Or reaching up, rooting down through the feet and getting a big stretch into the side of the body, all the way down the leg to the heel, feeling the foot very firm into the ground. And then inhale, come up. As you exhale, hand comes down. Start to walk towards the front of the chair. And then we'll want to bend into the knees. Find your hands into the seat of the chair as we come to sit down. Scoot towards the edge so you feel your feet rooted onto the ground, the knees stacked over the ankles. Hands can rest on your thighs to start. Take a full breath in, float the arms high. As you exhale, we're going to twist towards the left. So let your right hand come towards the outer edge of your left thigh, and then your left hand can come onto the chair, or the elbow can rest on the back of the chair. Whatever feels more comfortable. We're just coming into a very gentle twist of the spine. This is always really nice to do in the middle of the day. Release out anything that's happened so far. Twists are very purifying and detoxing. So if you had that annoying customer that you dealt with, or your boss was mean to you, twist it out. Let's say the kids were crazy this morning. Now you finally have a few minutes for yourself. Let yourself release any tension through this twist. And on an inhale, we'll come back through center, float the arms high. And as you exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So your left hand comes towards the outer edge of that thigh, and your right elbow can either rest on the back of the chair. Sit up nice and tall, find length first, and then find your way into your twist. The hand, again, can also just be on the seat of the chair, or maybe you prefer to grab a hold of one of the arms of the chair, or legs of the chair rather. Good, we'll make our way back through center, float both arms high. As you exhale, bend into the elbows, cactus the arms, lift up through the heart, spread through the fingers. Send the front body towards the front of the room while still keeping your hips rooted down into your seat, coming into a really nice chest opener, shoulder opener, and cow pose. And as you exhale, just bring your forearms towards each other as you start to round in, hollowing out the front body, softening the chin in towards the chest. Crunch it in for a seated cat. Inhale, we'll open back to that cactus position, seated cow, with that heart opener. And as you exhale, round it in. And two more. Inhale, open up. As you exhale, round it in. And last one, inhale, open up as wide as you can. Be super expansive. Let the elbows be heavy, the shoulders be relaxed. And then round it in, spreading through the upper back body, breathing into the back of the heart. Find your way to a neutral position. Hands rest on your lap. We'll take our left leg and just send it out towards the side. Let your toes point forward. Now you might need to kind of maneuver around on the chair a little bit. As the toes point forward, the outer edge of the foot roots down. You don't want to lock out that left knee. You can have a little bend into it. We're just stretching into the glute and the outer edge of the leg and into that left hip. The right foot is still rooted down. The hips are facing forward. So your hip points are facing the front of the room for our Warrior One Virabhadrasana 1 in a seated chair. So just stretching through the foot, the ankle, the whole outer edge of your left leg. We'll inhale, float the arms high, big breath in, palms touch. Then as you exhale, hands come down. Bring your left hand under your left knee, help it re-bend, plant that foot on the ground. We'll switch sides. Your right foot reaches out to the side, toes point forward. The whole foot tries to root down as best as it can, especially the pinky edge of the foot. Again, you can have as much of a bend into that knee that you need to or want to have. And sit up nice and tall. With an inhale, float the arms high. And exhale, release your hands down, bending into that right knee, helping it, assisting it back forward. Good. We'll do that flow one more time. On an inhale, float the arms high, big breath in. As you exhale, you're twisting to the left side. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, find your gaze towards the back of the room. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands rest on your lap. Inhale, float the arms into a cactus position. Exhale, round it in. We'll do that two more times. Inhale, open the arms, cactus pose. Exhale, round it in. Last one, inhale, cactus. Exhale, round it in. Inhale through center. Left leg comes out to the side. Warrior One, root down through the pinky edge of that foot. Float the arms high, big breath in. Exhale, hands come to the lap. Help that leg back through center. Lift up tall. Send the right foot out to the side. Warrior One. Inhale, float the arms high. Exhale, release the hands, and then we'll step that foot back. Let's end with a fold. Just a few minutes to reconnect to the breath, and then we'll be done for our lunch break chair class. So lift up through the heart, take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, start to hinge from the hips. Let your fingers trace down towards the toes. So they can be anywhere on their journey. They can rest on the knees. They can make their way all the way down towards the toes. The arms can hang or relax on the legs. And just let the chin soften in towards the chest as the crown of the head reaches towards the earth. One more full deep stretch into the back of the body. And then inhale, nice and gently come back up. Invite yourself to sink all the way back into the chair, the back chair, the Back can rest into the back of the chair. Tongue twister. Let your hands rest on your body or on the sides, wherever feels comfortable. Let your shoulders draw themselves away from the ears, so walking them down the back. And the chin can relax in towards the chest, or maybe if you've got a headrest on your chair, you can use the headrest to rest your head into. And just starting to close down the eyes if that feels comfortable and safe where you are right now. If not, just soften your gaze. Become aware of the breath and how the breath leads movement into the body. Settling into a space of gratitude and joy for making it to a practice in the midst of your day. Whatever has happened in the past of the day, whatever will happen in the future of the day, leave that out of the mind. Do your best to be in the here and now, in this present moment. Take a full breath in and a big sigh out. 2 more like that, in through the nose. Let it go. Last one, in through the nose. And release it out. Gently blink the eyes open. Help yourself back to a tall spine. And thank you so much for making it to this short and sweet midday practice. All you need is a chair sometimes and your body showing up with an open mind. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and feel free to check back in for the evening chair flow. It'll be a nice class that will help you calm the body and release the day so you can prepare for a lovely night's sleep. Thank you and namaste.